Dímelo, Bo Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? What the is going on? You know how we do, straight into it. This is Oud For Greatness. It was my scent of the day after I wore Oud For Greatness Neo. And I really wanted to get back with you guys on the performance difference with minimal sprays. Now, I did 4 sprays. I thought I did 3, but I'm pretty sure I did 3 or 4 of the Neo. There's the Neo right there. And I told you guys how that was. You can go back, watch that video. Now, I really was curious, since I'm going with minimal sprays to work, to see what is the most effective spray amount that I can use to project without being overbearing at work with my fragrances. So I did 2 to the chest under my shirt and then 2 to the back of the neck. Obviously, a little bit of that gets on the shirt, but I am happy to report back, pretty much as I thought it would. This kept reminding me that it was there throughout the entire wearing that morning. It kept peeking its head back up a long time after Neo stopped. You know, Neo was there, but I had to search for it after the 4-hour mark. You know, I'd barely catch whiffs. And this is, again, 3 to 4 sprays, guys. So 3 to 4 sprays of Oud For Greatness, the OG, actually allowed me to keep experiencing. Like, I'd stop after moving around for a while, and then all of a sudden I'd get a heavenly waft of saffron oud or whatever it was. This is just gorgeous. And with just 3 to 4 sprays, easily I was catching wafts 6 hours in. Even when I got home, I decided to re-up 7 hours in. I didn't have to, but it was, you know, again, 3 or 4 sprays. It was not beasting at all by hour 5, 6, and 7. It was just a personal bubble. It was a personal bubble. And I think that's probably a great way to go. Now, in addition to doing the sprays to the back of the chest, to the front of the chest and to the back of the neck, obviously I gave some recommendations. If you could reach your back, that's great. But to get a little bit more of it yourself, I would do your forearms or the crook of your elbow if you're wearing short sleeves, possibly your wrists if you're wearing long sleeves. I'd rather not do wrist. When I wash my hands, I wash thoroughly. So I tend to get part of the wrist and probably not going to stick around that long. But again, Oud For Greatness definitely outlasted Oud For Greatness Neo with projection and performance with minimal sprays of 3 to 4. So that way you're not being an overbearing jerk or whatever at work. If you have one of those work environments, I think I can easily overspray, get away with it. People seem to enjoy most of my fragrances. I gotta admit, there's probably 1 or 2 that I've worn that were more challenging, and I haven't worn the most challenging to work, but I do wear every once in a while, you know, something crazy, Encre Noir or something crazy. You know what I mean? And it could be inexpensive or expensive. I don't go by price. I go by scent and what people are raving about. And then I sample, see if it's something that I love. A lot of times the notes will dictate what I've purchased in the past. And then you find out. But Oud For Greatness does not disappoint. This is 100% a banger in my opinion. I love the scent. I love the fragrance. Oud For Greatness Neo added that green touch, that resiny green touch. This is good. I still like this a little more, and it definitely kept pumping stronger throughout the day. So if you're looking to decide between the two, and exact scent is not 100% the issue because they smell similar, but again, Neo has a green accord that the OG doesn't have. So if that makes a difference to you, then you know which one to get. But if it doesn't, and performance makes the difference, I believe this is the stronger of the two that will outshine in projection and trail, even though both will last in a ridiculously long time on skin and more of a personal bubble if you're well hydrated and lubricated, which I always am. I don't know. It's just me. Saw my mom do it her whole life. I take care of myself. Anyway, que Dios te bendiga. That's Oud For Greatness Neo. And now we broke it down with Oud For Greatness on minimal sprays, just 3 to 4, and how they were or how they worked at work for me. Again, que Dios te bendiga. You guys have a blessed weekend. Nice hanging out with y'all. The next video is going to be on this bad boy right here. This is the 2020 Dior Homme, and I'm rocking it today, and I gotta say I am loving, and it's kind of mild. It's not a beast, but I am loving the experience. So it's only my second wearing, really, so I'll have to report back on that, but that'll be the next video. Anyway, que Dios te bendiga. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.